bienvenidos al día 3 del Hail Mary Derby, evento preparativo para el Import vs Domestic. Hoy vamos a estar viendo unos carritos bien interesantes en los 1320 pies, buscando récords personales y preparándose para lo que va a ser el mes de noviembre, el evento masivo Import vs Domestic.
So I'm George Dodworth. I'm here with my 2009 Nissan GT-R. It's known as Night Fury, which is a theme we picked up from How to Train Your Dragon. I was a pre-order for this car. This is a car I swore I would leave stock. I have a lot of race cars in my past, and these are all cars that started as beautiful and original. And I'd swear I would never modify this one, you know, but an ECU later, a downpipe, and you know, here we are. The setup here, this is a 4.3 liter. It's now a billet block. I just want to say for the record, we had great luck with the factory block on this car. We had this car well into the sixes multiple times on the stock cast Nissan block. But recently we're after bigger numbers. We've gone to the 4.3 billet. That's an AMS billet in there. This is running twin precision 7685s, and we love them. We used to have the 7675s, and when we finally found a way to get that teal housing in there, it was like a game changer for this car. What we saw on the dyno, what we see in trap speeds. The car's gone 672 at 220, and that was in its all-wheel drive configuration. Currently the car is set up as rear-wheel drive, but essentially it still is an all-wheel drive car. We've just borrowed some bolt-on components from Tony's shop car, and there's obviously no front drive shaft and the axles and front DIPR out. Just a matter of a little bit of labor, and everything could bolt back on. This could go back to all-wheel drive. This is running a lot of fuel. We run methanol. For that reason, we're running 18 2600 cc injectors, injector dynamics, of course, for the methanol compatibility. Transmission, it is still a stock GR6 Nissan DCT transmission. That's honestly one of our Achilles heels, I suppose. It's a temperamental thing. You know, we're trying to launch off of a clutch, trying to ramp in power on a slick. It's quite challenging. It might be the next thing we have to look at in the evolution of this car, where it goes. And my decisive point now is, do I go back to all-wheel drive because it was faster? We had historic best, 60 foot of a 115 was the best on all-wheel drive. Our best now is a 121. But all that improvement to that 121 came here at this event, just a little bit of tweaking, so we're not quite giving up on this yet. But we left a lot of ET on the table going to rear-wheel drive. The trade-off was the weight savings. This was a car, it was early in the GT-R platform to reduce weight. I was a really big advocate of weight reduction, of doing more at the scoreboard, working the engine less, working this fragile drivetrain less by reducing weight, and that really paid off. a platform, I love the GT-R. I think what was so enticing, I mean, first I'm a JDM guy at heart. I have a bunch of rotaries. I had a rotary shop back in the 90s. And I won't forget the day that I saw the front of a magazine in an airport, actually. I was traveling for work. It said Godzilla is back. And I'm like, well, I can't afford one, but I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna change my business to be able to afford this car when they release it. And it was a stretch. It was a massive stretch to get it. You know, but then it arrived in America, and we saw right away the potential of this all-wheel drive platform with the VR38, and the modifications began. And you saw the first 9s, and you saw the first 8s and 7s, and it just seemed unthinkable. And rear-wheel drive works fantastic for those early gains. I'm at that crossroads. What do I do moving forward? Is it a change to something like a TH400 that's proven in every car on the planet, for a quest to low 6s, big turbos up front? So that's the crossroads today.